Hello and welcome to Crafting by the Falls. My name is Natalie. Thank you so much for coming and spending your time with me. I truly appreciate it. I would like to say welcome. I did get quite a few new subscribers and I want to say welcome to Crafting by the Falls, and I really hope you enjoy my videos and the content that I bring to you. But I just want to thank everybody for being here and taking the time out and spending your time with me. So the beginning of the week I started a video. It is a two-part. So if you happen to miss my video on Monday, I posted part 1, and this is for 5-stitch. I did review 4 kits, and I'm going to review the remaining 3 kits I have. So I'm going to pause and we will start this review. So these are the 4 kits that I reviewed for Monday. So just wanted to put these up on screen so you seen them. And I did start working on this one. And at the end of the video, I did ask if people stuck around. I was loving these penguin characters, and I said, if you were to pick one of these penguins, which one would you say best described you? And my answer was, I would be this penguin hiding in the Christmas tree. And I had to laugh at some of the answers that I got. I enjoyed it, so thank you so much for answering that question. And now, these are the 3 kits that are remaining. It did come in 2 boxes, so we're down to the last 3 kits. And I'm going to just place this to the side. And I'm going to set these to the side. And I think we are going to start with this one. And they come in these beautiful plastic envelopes that have a snap. I do love these, and when you're not working on them, they're great to store your kits back in there. So, as I mentioned, this is for 5-stitch, and this is the one that I'm going to be reviewing. So Love Cross 005, The Melody of the Waves. It is 73 stitches wide by 200 high, and this is a 14 count. I'm going to bring the picture up so you can see it. Very nice. So I'm going to set that to the side, and I apologize. as you can see, I've had to put the lights on. It is growing darker outside. So this one, show you this, comes with, it says we have 29 colors, but we know it's not going to be 29 because these two boxes are 310. So we do not have no full stitches, no, so we only have back stitch in the 310. And then here are our full colors. Here are our half stitch, so we have 4. And then we only have 3 back stitch colors. And by the looks of the B5200, that's white. So the only back stitch is going to be white and black. I'm just going to give you a little preview of a couple of the stitches of the chart so you can see how great the quality is of the chart. So really nice. We'll take a look at the canvas, and oh wow, how nice. Look at that. I just think it's amazing to look at just the canvas in itself. I think it's like an art piece in itself. But as always, the quality of these kits are amazing. The canvas are great, and they're always serged all around. And I'm going to bring this up so you can just see the printing is amazing. So really great. And as you can see, there's a huge amount of border around the edges. So you're ready to see the colors. Wow. So I love how they come on these plastic cards. And the way that they do their thread is by DMC number. So, but wait until you see these colors. Look at that. And we have those. So isn't that amazing? And then of course we have our pink ribbon. And what I'm starting to do as I collect these and finish with them, I'm starting to put them on my stand for videoing. So we'll see how many I can collect. So I'm going to pause and I'm going to bring out the next kit. Here is the next kit. I have to say, I love how the printing, it starts dark and then it fades out. But I think that's kind of a little neat thing to these canvas. I know sometimes the simplest little things make us happy, right? So again, they come in the plastic envelope. I'm gonna set this to the side, and this is the next one. And this is, it does go with the one I just reviewed, but they are sold separately. So Island of Peace. And when I seen this, I fell in love with it. I do love the footprints in the sand verse. And when I seen that, I was like, I have to get this. It'd be so cool to stitch up. So bring that up so you can see. I'm going to set that to the side, and wow. So the first page, there is our colors. So there is a total of 35. Here are all our full stitches, and interesting, we have just one strand on these full stitches. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them that we're going to do one strand. And then we have half stitches. Again, it's stating 1 strand. So a total of, let's see, 3, 6, 8 half stitches, but 5 of them are going to be 1 strand. And then we have our back stitch, and we have a total of 6 back stitch and 1 strand for each of those. And then the last, what is it, 4 colors here, we do have blends. So I'm going to set that to the side. The chart is 2 pages. So I'm going to show you the canvas. So there we go. Really nice. And again, you gotta love how much room is being left on the sides. But I'll fold that so then it's not so see-through, but you can see the great quality of printing. And let's check out the thread. So again, we have a pink ribbon, and we only have 1 310, but look at these colors, really nice. And then look at those. So that is this kit. If you enjoyed it, please don't forget, give me a thumbs up. And I'm gonna bring out the last kit. So here is our very last kit. And if you know me well enough, I usually always tend to save the best one for last, at least the ones I love the most. And this one I've been so anxious to see. So it is a bigger package, and it comes in this Ziploc bag. So I'm gonna pull it out, and I'll put this here, and then I'll bring out the pattern. So there's the Ziploc bag, and it does come in one of those plastic snap envelopes. So I'm gonna place that over here. And are you ready? We'll slowly bring it up. Ready? Here we go. This one's called Halloween Night. Absolutely love this picture. I love the colors. And I'm going to explain a little bit more about this, this kit. It is 162 wide by 148 high. I know this comes in 14 count, but I wanted to get the 11 count on this one. So I'm going to set this to the side, and we'll check out, let's check out the colors. So this one we have a total of 37 stitches. We only have one that is going to be a half stitch and a quarter stitch, and then we only have 3 back stitch colors. Yeah, 3 with 1 strand. So gotta like that. So why? One, if you have been following me, you would have seen I've done the Halloween balcony. So next year I wanted to find a new kit for Halloween, and I have chosen this one. And I know some of the girls have gone looking for that Halloween balcony, and it's only available in Counted. So my friend Deb reached out to me and said, hey, and I went, well, I've already picked one out for Halloween. And I sent her the link for this. she is gone, and she actually received hers. But we've also mentioned over in Facebook, we wanted to do stitching of Halloween, and we're going to probably do it in July. So if you want to come over and join us, that is the plan, to stitch this up in July so that it'll be ready for Halloween, because we never seem to meet our deadlines. So this is large. Like I say, it is 11 count. And there we go. Oh, I just love the printing. Like I say, just looking at this, it's like its own little artwork. So there's the side. I'm going to put this here so you can have a rough idea. This is 11 count. So if I set that in there, you have kind of a rough idea of the size of canvas it is. But I'll bring this up, and does not look like there's too much confetti, but look at the printing. Is that not amazing? I love it. So I'm going to set this back down, and are you ready to see the thread? Oh my. Comes in a bag, and there's our pink ribbon. So let me pull it out. Sorry for the noise. And wow. So here's our plastic thread holders. Now, there's all our 310. Look at that red. Beautiful. 666. And look at those. Look at the green. Oh, that is amazing. And here's our second card. Look at that. Wow. Well, I absolutely love this one. If you enjoyed this, please give me a thumbs up. And as I mentioned, we are going to plan to do this in July. So this can give you plenty of time to get ready. I have left the link in the description box for all these kits. I'm just going to pause, and I'm going to bring out the kits I just reviewed. So here are the 3 kits that I reviewed today. So let me know which one is your favorite kit. I think this one is a very hard one for me to decide. I love them all, but I will say I am looking forward to doing this kit up in July. The other thing, well, first I want to say thank you so much to 5 Stitch for providing these kits to me. I think these kits are absolutely wonderful, and I can't wait to get started on them. The other thing, if you're new to the channel, is 5 Stitch is affiliated with Painting Fairy, and come January 1st, we're going to be starting our journey on doing European Town, and I do have the Painting Fairy European Town that I am planning to stitch on. If you would like to come and join us, please do so. There's quite a few ladies that are doing it, and if you want to come over to Facebook and join us over there, it is Crafting by the Falls with Natalie. So I'm going to pause, and I'm going to bring out my cross stitch, and we'll just have a little stitch along. Okay, I'll be back in a minute. So I kept this out just to let you know that, as I mentioned, I'm going away, and I'm going away to where there's palm trees. So this kit is going to be coming with me when I go away, and usually what I will do is I start stitching at the airport. And one of the things I started doing was last year I went away to Costa Rica, and I find maybe as we get older, you know, you just don't want any souvenirs because there's just too many knickknacks around the house. So what I decided to do was I ended up getting this kit, and I have it completed to the point that Natalie has not gone and done her back stitch. Let me bring the camera out. So I started stitching this when I was at the airport. I stitched on the plane, and then when I was down in Costa Rica, I did do some of the stitching. And so my plans were, as you can see, this had the letter T, and I ended up running out of that color. I had to buy a new kit so I could get more thread to match, because it wasn't the same match as a DMC. But my idea was I was going to write up here Costa Rica, and then possibly over on this side the date. So I plan to do the same thing with that beach scene with the footprints, and that's going to be my souvenir from going away. So I just wanted to tell you that. And then you never know what happens behind the scenes when you're recording. But after I recorded one of the videos, I ended up getting a phone call. By the time the phone call ended, we were very long-winded. It was very dark, and I couldn't record anymore. So I was like, fine. I went downstairs, and I brought my stitching down, and look at what we have now. I started working on it last night. And then, so one thing that I did learn while I was stitching this one, I've never come across a pattern like this before, but right here, and this one had the half stitches. Do you remember there was these half stitches? And what I realized is this one, the half stitch went, say, from the lower left to the upper right. And then this one went from the upper left to the lower right. So these, I'll bring it up close so you can see the pattern. But Natalie made a mistake. I was just so focused on trying to get these stitches in. One was supposed to be color 666, and the other one was supposed to be color 601, which are both reds. And I'm going to bring this up close so you can see. I'm thinking I'm just going to leave it because it doesn't really look like it's going to make a difference. I'm going to have to see in the end, and I'll tell you why I made this mistake. Let me get my thread out, and we'll get going stitching here. And then I can tell you my story of what happened. I have to reposition this. So just give me 1 second. I should have been a little bit more prepared for you, right? Hold on. Lesson learned. don't reposition your camera while you're recording. So what happened? So I ended up going down and stitching on this a little bit last night. I got all that kind of done. And then this morning, and this is being recorded, this part of the video on Sunday. Natalie's all over the place right now. But anyways, I usually record, take off, I'll do a kit or so, go do a load of laundry, come back, do, you know, anyways. So this morning, Sunday morning, I usually like to sit and enjoy my coffee, watch a little bit of TV. Well, my dog, she just was not herself, and she wanted to go outside. It started snowing this morning, so the ground was all white, and she was looking to eat grass, and of course she couldn't find anything. And then she comes in, she's kind of moping around, just not herself. And I came upstairs to do something. I go back downstairs, and there she is, laying in the middle of the living room floor. She never does this. And I was like, what's wrong, baby? And she just was just so sad looking. I picked her up, brought her on my lap, just laid there. She jumped down, wanted outside, let her outside, and I know some people may not like to hear this, but anyways, she went and had like diarrhea, and it was nothing but pure blood. Okay, so I got on the phone, got a hold of the emergency hospital for the animals, and they said, okay, bring her in. So like I mentioned, of course it's snowing, and isn't the hospital like 40 minutes away from me? So got dressed, packed her up, and brought her to the hospital, and I packed my kit, because just like the human hospital, they triage you. And so of course, you know, there's other people coming in with their pets that are in a little bit more of a crisis than my little puppy dog. Anyways, so I started stitching that, and that's where I said I made a mistake about the different colors here, but I think it'll be fine. So in the long run, hours later, I have to say the one good thing, and I kind of laughed with the technicians about, I said, you know, our hospitals need to learn from you guys. And she's like, what do you mean? I'm like, you know, if we go to our merge for ourselves, we don't have leather couches. They had a TV there. They had a Keurig coffee machine. They had granola bars. They had bottles of water. They had even a charging station for your phones. I have to say that it was incredible, the experience. I've never had to do that before. Anyways, long story short, my dog I've told you, her and I have this emotional connection. And so there's either two things, and I think I know what the issue is. I've been giving her some pork chops lately, and it's probably too hard on her stomach. And she also said that she could be having a little bit of like ulcers from stress. If she's feeling some of my stress, then that could be part of the issue, which I think it's a bit of both. So anyways, I have to say, I went and checked out. It ended up costing me $350, which I was kind of okay with, because just to walk in the door alone was $265 plus tax. So she did get some probiotics and a can of sensitive diet food. So we're going to try that on her. But there was a family in there, and I could hear the husband kind of getting upset about the price. And I heard them go to the front desk to pay the bill, and their bill was $9,000. I was like, yeah. But what do? There are pets, right? Feel horrible. And then, of course, I don't want to be a, it was just sad to kind of see some people, you know, that they were bringing in their pets and they were putting them down, which was just so sad to see. But we'll try to talk about this cute little penguin. So what did you think of these, these kits? I will say the one thing that I found so far about working on this kit is sometimes, you know how you'll start and then you'll put your needle in the center of the canvas. I find that it's been a little hard to push through. And even for the amount that I've been working on, you can see that this has turned into a crease. I thought maybe by now this might have softened up some. Maybe as I get further. It's just the beginning, and we're only day one. But even there, I told you, perfect example. I just worked on that a little bit, and I'm sure after I'm done this, I don't have a lot left. In here, this is black, and I think there's like 2 different grays in this area, but this is going to be all white, and then this is going to be all white, and then I only have these 2 symbols left after that. Oh, and I have a little bit here, but yeah, is that not cute? And stitching it in hand, the stitches are coming out pretty good. So as you know, 5-stitch, their kits are the same as European Town, and you know I've been struggling that if I'm gonna do it on the frame, and we'll see how it goes. If it turns out like this, then I may be stitching this in hand, but we are going to try to stitch on the frame. And then, oh, what do you think? What do you think of that Halloween? Is that not amazing? Where is it? I'm so in love with that. How could you not love that? I know Deb was like, do you know how much backstitch is on there? Yeah. But look at the detail. And like, a lot of these are going to be straight stitching. And like, look at the cobwebs and the spiders. Like, I love the detail. I just love it. And like, look at the colors. This is going to be fun. So, July 2026, come and we'll do Halloween in July. And then I did the review of that Spring Oriental kit. And it was over on Facebook, or was it on YouTube? I can't remember, but there's been a lot of positive feedback that a lot of women love these different kits, those larger kits. And so I said, well, maybe January of 2027, hopefully we'll be done European town. Maybe that's something we can start planning for, because it sounds like quite a few people would be interested in working on those kits. So always let me know what you're thinking. If you like the idea, do you have a different idea? I'm open to anything. I'm pretty easygoing. Isn't he cute? I keep on saying it's a he. I'm mistaken. I think it's a little girl. And I think these are like little ponytails. See, I made that mistake after I did the review. Look at, I think it's a little girl. We're going to call that one a girl. That's a boy. That's Natalie. Well, and then this one too. This one's sitting on its butt with its feet up, right? See, everybody else is standing. This one's sitting, maybe going down a hill sliding. Who knows? But yeah, it's so cute. I can't wait. Hopefully, maybe next time I come on, I'll try to get that one done. But I was very curious, wanted to see how this was working up, but look at that. You can see it is so cute. So, so cute. Where's my needle? Oh, Natalie. Okay, focus. So, as I mentioned, today is Sunday for myself. Back to work tomorrow. Boo-hoo. The weekend goes by so fast. And I know when you're retired, it goes by even faster. I was hoping to have a little bit of downtime this weekend. I haven't done it for a long time. Just sit, cross stitch, watch a movie. But not happening. And I don't think it's going to be happening because I know the next 2 weeks are very busy for me. So, haven't even packed. When I started putting away summer clothes, I kind of just set some clothes aside, knowing I was going to go away. So I got to get working on that. So there we go. Yeah, look at that. That's so cute. Well, Tina's feeling better. I don't know if you can hear her, but she's barking. Yeah, this is cute. Really, really like that. Look at its cheeks. It's so coming alive. I'm starting to get quiet. I'm actually don't have much to say. I think it's been a long day. And yeah, I always keep one of these, you know, those plastic bags. I always keep that handy. And then it's like my emergency kit. So I have, oops. This is the bag. And then inside that bag is like my little first aid kit. So this is, I love this. I'll zoom out a bit. Cross stitch. It's cheaper than therapy. How true is that, right? So I keep all my needles and needle threaders, scissors, glasses. So if I happen to be going out and I know I have to sit around, I always make sure I grab that. And I am glad that I did grab this when I went today, so you could see how cute this is turning out. Oh, and it being Sunday, when we came home from the animal hospital, I had a package at my front door. And I'm not sure when I'm going to review it. This was my Black Friday purchase I did, which I wasn't expecting to do. And we'll see how good you are at guessing this. The package came from Texas. So, do you know what company is based in Texas? If you do, then you know what I purchased. So, let me see your guesses. I'd be interested to see how many of you can guess what it is. So let me know. So I think I'm going to end here and say once again, thank you for coming and staying to the end. You know, I truly appreciate it. And I am enjoying my time of doing these stitch-alongs and getting us in practice for January. We should have the counters on to to January 1st when we start European Town. I can't wait. It's sitting over on the bed. And we get to start our European Town journey. So I want to say thank you. And Ms. Penguin wants to say thank you. Thank you for spending your time, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Oh, and next Monday, I'm going to be doing the same thing. I think it's going to be a 2-part video. I'll be doing it again Monday and Friday. And let me zoom out here. And it's sitting here waiting. And this is what we're going to be doing next week. And it isn't European Town. So I hope you come back for that. So until next time, take care. Bye for now.